the reality is that anytime that we have a lot of inventory and a lot of homes on the market and a lot of homes are starting to come onto the market, investors see opportunity, right? If there are homes that need a lot of work, or they're so let's be realistic. Right now, there's the easy sales are gone, right? But here's the sort of categories. If a home is completely updated and looks sparkling and pretty, they're still selling fairly quick, right? If a home is not updated at all, needs a ton of work, they're not selling very quickly, right? There's a middle ground that is also selling, but it's taking a little bit longer time, right? So, but if you're in that category of, you have a house that's pretty original that was built in the 80s or something like that, and you don't want to do any work on it, that's going to sell at a discounted rate against the rest of the market right now. And that's what these investors are looking at. Now, flipping is not nearly as profitable as it was many different times in the past, because I mean, look, the reality is that the market is still um, you know in a state of flux, right? Is it going to continue to go down? I don't know. I think it's going to continue to go down until something happens, and whatever that thing's going to be, I don't know. But once that happens, it's going to go like this, because we have so much pent up buyer demand, that once that does really start to flow again, the market will correct itself back. And right now, don't get me wrong. Right now, we're actually kind of in a flat spot. We're not decreasing right this second. We had a decrease over like the last year. 2024 was, we would generally call it a decrease year, but it's been fairly flat here. We're not kind of losing or gaining right now. We're in a little puffy window. So is it a risk? Of course, it's always a risk. Is it? Can it be profitable? Like anything else, if you buy it right and you sell it right, of course it can be. But is it are we seeing a lot of like small flippers, like one time, people that come and do one? They're not in the market right now, because no, it's not that. It's not that type of a market now. Um, could it become that? Yeah, perhaps, but I don't really think it's going to be that sort of flippers market we saw. Again, COVID was like an aberration. COVID. If you bought I don't care if the house was completely done and you didn't have to do anything to it, and you bought it, 3 weeks into COVID, you could sell it 8 months later for a nice little profit without doing anything to it, right? That's just the reality of the way the market went. So I don't know. Do I think it's a flippers market, which I think was the question? Not really, but if there's going to be some out there. There always is, and there's always going to be in any market, but no, I don't think it's a flippers market. If you want more details about flips or something like that, or if there's any other specific market that you're interested in, and is it going well now? Is it going poorly now? Leave a comment below. We will answer you at our next comment.